God bless you, everyone. MegaETH has raised $57.73 million, and this is a complete video that would walk you through on every single thing that you need to interact properly with this ecosystem and to be positioned for potential rewards in the future. Also true is I did a thread some time ago where I featured 5 applications that I interact with. And the reason I did this is because testnets or projects like megaETH and Monad and Somnia that has you doing a lot of interaction activities, there is the possibility that users can get stuck. And when I say stuck is there's just too many things going on, there's just too many applications, and then the problem is how do I build a rich consistency of doing this daily, which is why I made this thread right here. So you're ready? I'm ready. Let us go over the details of what we're going to be talking about in this video. First of all, we're going to be explaining what the megaETH testnet is all about, what they're trying to do, the purpose they're trying to serve, and we're going to go over how to claim your faucets, which is like the way to get the money which powers your transactions and activities in the ecosystem, because without that there is no way you can interact in the ecosystem. And if you don't have a rich history of interactions within the ecosystem, you can pretty much count yourself out of the rewards. And then lastly, we're going to be talking about 8 of the applications that I interact with in order for me to have a consistent history. And also, as of now, the recording of this video, I have successfully completed 100 unique interactions on the megaETH ecosystem, which means I have been pretty much doing this for a while. And if you can, attest to this, you really want to be listening to people who have actually done stuff for a while, okay? Because they have the experience to guide you. So without further ado, let us jump right into the details. Now, what is megaETH testnet? megaETH testnet is an ecosystem just like Monad, which exists, and applications are built in this ecosystem to serve different purposes like DeFi, like gaming, like trading, as you know. So essentially what they're trying to do is to test the viability of these applications that have been built currently on the ecosystem and how well users are able to familiarize themselves with. Because if you do the testnet phase very well as a user, when the application goes live, you're really not new to it. The only difference is in the testnet period, you're using fake money. Now in the mainnet period, you're going to be using real money. However, there might just be some little updates here and there, but overall, the knowledge of you interacting with testnets is still the same, and it applies to you interacting on mainnet. So that's essentially what megaETH has done. Now, megaETH has taken a step further to provide you a guide. So again, full disclosure, there are no referral programs here. Okay, all you have to do to begin interaction is just go to testnet.megaeth.com, again linked in the description box of the video. And when you're here, you're going to find this communities app guide button, which when you click it, what megaETH has done is they have gone ahead to prepare a guide, let me just say a tour, an application that gives you a tour of how each of these applications should be interacted with. So you will be able to understand the purpose for which each of these applications that are built, like Valhalla, GTE, Noise, and the likes, why do they exist on the megaETH ecosystem, and how do you get to interact with them? Because let's face it, some of us are not technical, okay? So we need guys like Overworks here to make videos like this. However, megaETH has, learned of this knowledge gap and has provided this as a guide. So you don't need to have any experience. All you need to do is just go through this guide, read the documentation. For instance, for Valhalla, if I click on Start Guide, it is going to take us into this page, and you can see the details of the project. You can see the features of the project. It's a perpetual trading platform, a composability and more. You can actually do spot trading, and then you can see the current status, okay, and what you need to do, which is trading perpetuals. And when you're done, you can just click on this checker, and it will mark as a milestone for your progress in learning how to use the Valhalla platform. So, yep, that's essentially how to understand interactions within the MegaETH testnet ecosystems. Now, if this makes sense to you, which I believe like this is a no-brainer, because most of the time for some testnet applications that I've interacted with, you need to figure out the wheel from scratch. Like you need help. Okay. So yeah, in conjunction with Overworks giving you clarity and of course MegaETH as well. Why don't you like this video if you found that previous explanation helpful? So the next thing we need to talk about now is how do you get the faucets, because like we've already established, the faucet is what gives you the ability to interact in the ecosystem. It is what powers your interactions. It is how you pay for your activities. And when you pay for these activities, it is registered on the blockchain. And that's how I have been able to record 100 unique transactions. And I'm going to show you the record shortly. So the first thing to do is to click on the faucets button right here, and this dialog box will pop up. It is really simple, really seamless. The first thing you want to do when this dialog pops up is you want to paste your EVM compatible wallet address. And here at Overworks, everybody echo with me, we use the MetaMask wallet imported into the Rabi wallet extension. Did you see that? Everybody just told you. So when you copy your wallet address, you're going to paste it here, okay, and then you're going to let the security feature from Cloudflare to run. Usually a box will pop up, and then you check the box. When you click on the box, the sequence will run and it will tell you success, and this button get testnet ETH will come alive. So when you click it, you get 0.005 ETH, testnet ETH, I must add, until the next 24 hours later. So after 24 hours later, you can come back and claim another 0.005. That's it. It's real simple. So the next thing we want to talk about now is the applications that I interact with. Now, I need to take a pause here and introduce myself because quite a number of us might be meeting me for the first time. So hello everyone, you're welcome back to Overworks. If you are a returning subscriber, you are welcome. And of course, if you're joining us for the first time, my name is Ovo Emmanuel, hence the name of the channel Overworks. I'm essentially showing you my works on the internet. So what we're doing here is we put out quick, straight to the point videos that will teach you on testnets, airdrops, trading activities without you having any form of trading experience, because some of these activities, they require technical background, and that's what I have. So I am simply putting all of my experience in a video format to guide you. So whether you're a student, you're a worker, a stay-at-home parent, all you need to do is sit down, watch our videos, do what we do, and get the results. So talking about the results, we are on a journey to build, by the grace of God, a $1 million portfolio from airdrops. We started from zero, and currently we have done 2,300 plus dollars, and we're actually growing that portfolio. All of this money that I have raised came from zero. So what you're going to be learning when you subscribe to Overworks is you're going to be learning how to raise money in the crypto space in Web3 and blockchain from $0. And I promise you, from $0, you don't need to have a trading experience. You don't need to, do technical analysis, all of that. All you need to do is follow what we do. You can see these videos right here that we're putting out. These are the ongoing interactions that we're interacting, and we're building rich histories. It is that simple. As far as results goes, we made $30 from 10 Finance. We made $60 from Social Value Season 1. Season 2 is currently ongoing, and members of our community are interacting every single day. We've also made over $2,000 from Warros NFT, and the list goes on. And you can see all of the projects we have taken position in, so that when the time is right, we will be reaping our rewards. Now, if this sounds interesting to you, you like the idea of being able to raise money from $0 without trading, you don't need to have money, and you want to know what to do, you're welcome to subscribe. Subscribe to Overworks, follow me up on X, and join our Telegram community. All three links are provided in the description of this video. And when you do that, you're going to be getting our informations. And if you still do not believe me, you can check out the testimonial video right here of how how I made my first $1,000 from $0 in Web3 with no money. All the steps that I took, you can watch this video also displaying on the top right corner of your screen. And once you do that, hopefully you're welcome to the community. And now let us get back to the conversation. So the first application for today is Bebop. Okay, like I said, there are no referrals here, so if you're an influencer watching this video, I'm sorry, you're not going to be leveraging your follower base or your subscriber base. It's hard work. So the first thing to do is to connect your wallet right here, and you need to select the token. Now remember, we have claimed the testnet ETH from the previous step. If you missed it, you can take the video back, see how we claimed the testnet for Ethereum. So I always use Ethereum and I use wrapped Ethereum. So I'm going to be swapping from ETH to wrapped ETH, and all I do is 0.001 like so, and then I just wrap it like this, allow the sequence to run. I'm paying both for the transaction and making the conversion as well, and you're going to be seeing the interaction pop up right here. It's done. So currently we have done 101 unique transactions on the MegaETH testnet. Okay, these are very important metrics right here. They are very, very important data. This goes as far as, you know, determining how you're going to be eligible for the rewards. Okay, it is not just, you know, being active on X alone. Interacting with the application and the smart contracts powering those applications is very important, and this is a tracker right here. So I'll click on done. I'll just, you know, refund the money back, and for Ethereum I'm going to do max, and we'll just again sign and confirm the transaction, and we're done with interaction for Bebop for today. Now, I did a detailed thread of the 5 applications that I am max clicking on MegaETH. If you're interested in finding out this information, a link is provided in the description box of the video, and you can just grab that information. So we're done with Bebop for today. Okay, the next is Teko. So what Teko is doing, it is a DeFi solution where you can borrow assets and then you can earn by depositing those assets you borrow into the pool, and you'll be getting yields. Now, to get started, what you need to do is to mint each of these guys. You can mint as much as you can. Another caveat right here is most of these testnet tokens can find application in the future. So my advice to you is, if you can mint enough now that you have the opportunity, please do that, because there might just be another interaction in the future that might require you to get these testnet tokens right here, and in that moment the supply of such testnet tokens might be limited. You might probably be getting 0.1 or maybe a very small chunk, compared to now that you can be able to mint more supplies and just have them in reserve. I don't know how these guys will play in the future, so every single day I just click on the mint button right here and I mint as much as I can. Sometimes I mint twice, sometimes I mint once, and I'll click on the next one. That is done. I'll click on the next. You can see 103 transactions. I'll click on sign and confirm. That is done. I'll click on mint for cap USD. Repeating the same process, 104 done. I'll just go through and sign and confirm. That is done as well. And then I'll come for Teko wrapped BTC and 105 transactions. I'll just click on sign and confirm, and that is done. Again, for today, the 1st of May, happy new month as well, we have completed interactions. So you can see now that in an ecosystem based type of testnet, you have a lot of applications to basically interact with, and this is, exhausting because you're going to be interacting with other ecosystems, applications every single day, every other day. So you know, it is going to be wise to pick a few applications that you can just, stick to interacting with. Ignore the noise, stick to interacting with these applications and just build a history. Okay. So we're done with Bebop, we're done with Teko. The next is Sirio. So what Sirio is doing is you allowing us NFT holders to be able to mine points essentially, and the reward is going to be coming in points. That's the first way to gain points. The next way to gain points is to check in daily. Okay, and you claim your points. So I specifically left the claim points alone because I really wanted to show you guys how it's done. So you need to connect your wallet, you need to edit your name, and when you edit your name, you're going to be getting a 200 base points, which you can just build on from there. I'm not sure, but they do not have again a referral stuff. So we're just going to click on the claim button right here, and you can see it's now 400. And I have to come back again in the next 24 hours to claim the next 50 points. Okay, so that's all about Sirio. We're done. Essentially, we're done. The next is GTE. So GTE is a trading platform, is a DeFi solution that is built on the MegaETH ecosystem. You require your testnet ETH to power your transactions, whether you're depositing into a pool or whether you're trading, whatever you're doing, you are depending on the ETH token. So you can see there are a couple of terminals. Here is the explore tab. You can see your trade-off, your dash, your end fees, and then of course you can trade ETH for GTE. And this is the terminal. You can just take this out and put whatever you want, 0.001 like this. And here is the current rate of transactions. The next tab is your dash tab, and for the dash tab you can see all of the options. This is more like your meme coin trading arena. Think of it as the pump.fun of Solana or the C2s of Sui. Okay, then the next is your swap. This is the option that I use regularly, and all you need to do is to select the profile, the token you want, and then of course you click on, I always use this guy, I always use this, but let me use Mega for today. Okay, so this is for Mega, and I'm just going to do a I'm just going to do 0.001, and that's going to give me 272 Mega, which is fine. I'll just swap. Okay, now this is how I interact with MegaETH ecosystem. All right, now if this video has helped you in one way or the other, you have gotten understanding, you have gotten motivated, you have seen a proper direction of how to go about your MegaETH testnet, so you don't miss out on the $57 million that was raised. Why don't you give this video a like? Okay, the only way you can contribute to what we're doing, of course, is to like this video and share it with your community so that other guys as well can get clarity on how to go about it. And we're done, right? We're done with this basically. Now the next is your pools, which is where you can earn from. So what you can do is to deposit into the specific pools. You can see SGN / the ETH pool, and your APR is pegged at 51.63%. Currently, this is the volume that has been deposited. The next is 3,533.76%, which is the Mega and the USDC pool. You can just click on the deposit button like this, and if you have tokens, you can just deposit the value of what you have here, and the system will automatically calculate for the corresponding pair. Just click on deposit, and that will be added to the pool, and you can start earning points. So just to show you guys what that is, what we're going to do now is to go back to ETH, and we're going to select for USDC. I'm not sure if that is available. So this is it, USD coin. And what we're going to do is to say 0.001, for instance. So 0.001 will give us 36. So we'll swap that. We'll swap into USDC. And again, for the purpose of demonstration, all of this is fake money. Please do not feel that this is real. It is not. We're going to go back to the end tab. You can see 108 transactions, and we're going to go back to the Mega and USDC pool, which gives us the highest APR currently, the highest return. You can even see over $12,000 has been deposited here. So just click on deposit, and what I'm going to do is to click on my max, and the max of this will match it at a 50-50 ratio to what I have on my USDC. So currently 273 worth of mega tokens is equivalent to 30 USDC, and I'm going to click on deposit. I will add that liquidity to the pool as another way of creating an extra layer of interaction with this GTE project right here. Okay, currently 109 completed. You can see how easy it is for you to build transaction histories for your wallet. It's really that simple. Really that simple. Okay, 110. I think we're done. And okay, so let me click on deposit. Okay, fail to add liquidity. Now again, this is testnet. It can be unstable sometimes. You can, if it fails, if you get the error message, you can just come back and retry multiple times until you get the success. So these are the current active guys that I'm interacting with. The next is noise. Now noise is a what? Currently in this is the 21st century, okay, and things are changing so fast. With noise, you can trade the sentiments of the market. So you can long sentiment. So when we say sentiments, we're talking about the bias. What are people saying? The trend, not necessarily assets now. So you can now think of trends as assets, and you can buy and sell these assets. This is phenomenal, and you have the opportunity to do this with noise. However, you would require the invite code. Myself recording this video, I do not even have a invite code at the time of recording, and users cannot give invite code. It is only the team building this project on MegaETH that can give invite code, and the way to get invite code is to be active, talk about them on X, create content about them on X, and hopefully you get lucky enough. The next is going to be Superboard. Now think of Superboard as your Interact or your GALs, where you can actually sign in and you can start completing MegaETH related projects and be able to climb up the leaderboard and get returns at the end of the day. Okay, and the last is Fluffle. So Fluffle is a game where all you have to do is to cross the road. You can see I tried playing before and I failed, but I got 2 points on MegaETH testnet. Now for every time, these are the arrow for movement. So if we click again, okay, so if I click this, you can see move, move, move. I failed. So yep, that's really how it works. So what you need to do, move up using the arrow keys, and for each movement you have registrations on the blockchain. And that's essentially how this game works. So you play as much as you can, stack up more points as much as you can. Hopefully you don't get hit by any of these moving vehicles. So that will be it for this video. As a way of summary, we talked about MegaETH ecosystem, the purpose they're trying to serve, how to get your quick start guide using the apps guide, which will bring you here. I even introduced myself, Overworks, what we're trying to do, the results that we've had so far, and why I think you should subscribe to Overworks. And we went ahead to talk about how to claim your testnet tokens, which powers your interactions. And then we also talked about the various applications that you can get started right away with, interacting. And then lastly, we also mentioned what we do here at Overworks, which is importing our MetaMask wallet into the Rabi wallet extensions, which gives us seamless interactions. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this video, but please, before you go, please support us. Like the video, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, follow me up on X, join Overworks up on Telegram so that you're going to be getting our updates. And then, of course, watch this video right here to learn of my testimonial and my journey, how I have made my first $1,000 from $0. And then, of course, watch this video right here. It will show you how to position for one of the DeFi protocols that we are farming, which is Level. On this note, I love you guys. Happy new month. Have the best of times interacting, and I'll see you guys in the next one.